This has the ingredients to be an outstanding and possibly very quick fight in the 170-pound division. Luis Santos versus Ryan Ford. Here's Michael Williams.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, your first fighter, ready to make his way to the cage out of the red corner, Luis Santos.
Luis Santos, a veteran of Bellator Season 5 welterweight tournament, October of last year, lost by way of third-round submission versus Ben Saunders. Santos seems to have a new level of focus and intensity with him that we haven't seen previously in the Bellator cage.
As he should. He got dominated in that fight. Disappointing performance for him. Coming off, the best performance of his career, dominating Dan Hornbuckle. So he needs to refocus. That is what he did. That's what you look for a fighter after a loss. Refocus, rededication.
Obviously, nobody likes to lose, but Santos, a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and he was submitted.
That is very rare. We don't see that happen that often, but it's more, to me, a credit to the ground game of Ben Saunders.
Luis Santos not with his wife, Karina Dam, who has not made the trip here to Rama, Ontario. She is back training in Florida, but look who is in his corner, one of the legends of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Master Ricardo Laborio, not only a great Jiu-Jitsu trainer, a great MMA trainer.
Santos, this will be his 59th pro MMA fight at the age of 33. Enters 50 wins, 7 losses, 1 draw. And the vast majority of those fights in Brazil.
Yeah, but you say, in this fight, this could end quickly. It might belong to the person who's ready for a long, difficult fight.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome to the cage Canada's own fighting. Out of the blue corner, Ryan, the real deal Ford.
Ryan Ford, extremely popular in his native Canada, from Edmonton, Alberta. We talked about our 2 heavyweights on the card, Huckabee and Grabowski being natural-born finishers. So is Ryan Ford, 17 wins, 16 finishes.
And he is brutal, known for great submissions, great knockouts. He's a guy who likes to get in and get the guy out of the way. It's a matter of, does he have the mental maturity for a long fight that doesn't end quickly? And Santos, very hard to finish.
Ford just a year, I beg your pardon, just 3 years younger than Luis Santos, whereas Santos will be entering his 59th pro MMA fight. For Ryan Ford, this will be just his 22nd pro MMA fight. Still experienced, but
just his 22nd.
Nowhere near the level of Luis Santos in experience.
A lot of guys we talk to who made mistakes younger in their lives lose time. I spent time in jail, I spent time away from the sport. They don't have the stretch of some of these guys who never did that.
Good luck, brother. Right here to inspect.
Ryan Ford, a very popular fighter here in his home nation, has made his way to Ontario from Edmonton, Alberta, is now inside the Bellator cage. Jimmy, Santos versus Ford and our tale of the tape.
You see here, of course, the record, 57-1 for Luis Santos, one of the most experienced fighters in all of MMA. But Ryan Ford, 17-4, he knows what's going on in the cage.
With the official introductions, here's Michael Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bellator Fighting Championships, along with Casino Rama, we feel excitement tonight from the state-of-the-art entertainment center. Now present 3 5-minute rounds in the welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner at 6'1", weighing in at 170 pounds even. The veteran brings an impressive professional record, 50 victories, just 7 defeats with 1 draw. Originally from Belém do Pará, Brazil, now fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, Luis Santos. And across the cage, his opponent fighting out of the blue corner at 5'11", weighing in at 169 3/4 pounds. Tonight, making his Bellator debut, he enters the cage with 17 professional wins, just 4 defeats. From Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, ladies and gentlemen, presenting Ryan, the real deal Ford. Levine.
This in all fights tonight, except for the welterweight tournament fighter under the unified rules of MMA, elbows to the head are allowed. Luis Santos is in the black trunks.
ready,
Ryan Ford, you see him there in the red trunks. Round number 1. Yves Lavigne is the referee.
When you think back to the Hornbuckle fight for Santos, what really impressed me was his defense. Hornbuckle never really found a way in. That's going to be the challenge for Ford in this fight.
Santos holds the rank of black belt in both judo and Brazilian jiu-jitsu, but by and large, he likes to stand and look for the knockout in MMA. He told us as much that was his strategy in this fight, and Ford said, I know he's going to stand and want to knock me out. Side kick attempt by Santos.
And also, Santos has the experience and the maturity to drag Ford into a difficult, long fight. I think that's a good strategy. You see here being very cautious in the beginning. He knows how explosive Ford is. He's not going to want to take any risks early.
That's a slip by Santos in the up kick.
Man, up kick and then back to his feet.
Ford tried to move in and was pushed away on the up kick. Santos almost acrobatic in getting to his feet.
Both these guys so physical, agile.
Ford missing with that kick.
Both guys playing that outside game. Neither guy really trying to, whoa!
Santos claiming that he was kicked in the gut. Referee Yves Lavigne not interested. We fight on.
He said, I didn't see it. It didn't happen. Don't know if it did. Didn't see it.
Ford trying to walk through with punches. Two very hungry, very confident, very explosive fighters. Simultaneous kicks again.
Oh, nice low kick.
Chopping inside kick by Luis Santos.
I like the strategy there. The first two were at the ribs. Third one was to the leg.
Side kick by Ford.
And both these guys loading up. They're fighting at kicking range. I think this favors Santos. He has very long legs. He's the taller fighter. I think Ford needs to get inside to be successful, Sean. Oh, my God!
Huge shot on the head kick by Santos. Ford back to his feet.
But he's still staggered. He does not have solid legs underneath him, Sean.
Santos driving down with the body lock. Great defense in the sprawl by Santos. Now the elbow to the head.
You can tell he's driving hard because he is hurt.
Uppercut. Big left hand, another uppercut. Ford trying to fire back with uppercuts of his own.
Gonna load his knees. That's what he's in position to do. Oh, good elbow over the top.
Another elbow by Santos. Straight right hand, knee to the body by Luis Santos. Another knee and uppercut by Ford. This fight is living up to the billing. Santos now taking his back.
He tried to stay grounded to avoid getting kneed in the head, and Santos taking advantage.
Santos had the back, did not think rear naked choke, thought right hands, now a left hand. And again, he's a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but not taking the back, Jimmy.
Not taking the back, because I think he thinks he has Ryan Ford hurt. Stick with the striking game. Not a bad strategy. Don't go trying to get your hooks in, giving your opponent time to recover.
Body lock from behind, held by Santos.
This is a very safe position, almost a wrestling position, parterre, keeping weight on him, but not trying to commit to putting hooks in.
You see Santos holding the body lock from this top position, a wide base. Ford trying to roll, then posture on his hip. Huge elbow strike by Santos. Ford playing all defense on one knee, looking to explode up and turn. Another big elbow by Luis Santos. Those are vicious and clean.
And yet they're not on the back of the head. Good control by Santos.
Ford covering up, just looking for wrist control.
So there's a minute left. I don't know if he knows that. Might be just holding on for the bell. Oh, good right hand.
Santos having his way now in this fight. Final minute of round number 1. An outstanding start to this welterweight fight. Santos just tenacious in this position. Sneaky right hand by Luis Santos.
But look at these shots, none of them over-committing. They're nice, short shots, good control. He doesn't want to lose position. Keeping good weight on Ford. Ford looking for that opportunity to explode and just not finding it.
Ford keeping himself grounded. You see the right knee down, now to his feet. Get 3 points with the right.
I was about to say, Santos can still need the ribs, the legs, the body. Saw a beautiful knee to the thigh there.
2 rights to the stomach by Ford. Ryan Ford still keeping himself grounded. Another right to the body by Ford, and another. Santos in top position. That's a great round 1.
Now you tell him to be careful with the back of the
Let's
head.
take you into the Portuguese-speaking corner of Luis Santos.
Olha só, olha pra mim. Olha pra
Look
mim.
at me.
Respira fundo.
Look at me. Breathe.
Respira fundo. Relaxa.
Breathe.
Olha,
Relax.
presta atenção que eu vou falar.
Listen
Você
to
tá
me when I'm
muito
gonna
bem
talk to
na
you.
luta,
You're doing
entendeu?
really well in the fight.
Vamos ganhar essa luta.
We're gonna
essa luta
win
tá
this
bem pra
fight.
você.
You're winning,
Chute
fighting
alto,
really
melhor do
well.
chute embaixo. Ele tá completamente perdido
He
agora.
is
Olha pra mim, você tá
extremely
me ouvindo?
lost.
Diz que tá
Listen to me.
ouvindo.
He's extremely
Você vai
lost
fazer
in
o que eu
this
tô
fight.
pedindo? Começa a bater nele com o jab, chuta
Start
por
fighting
dentro
with him.
e termina com
Fight,
com
kick
direto
him in the
esquerdo.
inside.
Entendeu? Tá ouvindo? Presta atenção.
If he's kicking you, you're stepping in right hand. Okay? And you can throw your kicks as well. He's giving you that distance. But the problem is you're not thinking center. Put him up against the cage. Make him back up in a straight line.
You see here the kick by Luis Santos, bang, right above the eye. Wasn't on the temple, or it could have been lights out. Above the right, between the right, right above the right eye is where it landed. Ford still in this fight.
3 judges scoring cage side for the province of Ontario, and Jimmy, as always, you have the unofficial scorecard.
10-9 Santos. After that head kick, it was all Santos. Even before then, he was landing kicks. They were fighting at his distance and his range.
Ford just missed with the head kick. Santos pulling out.
In between rounds, his corner said, put pressure on him, get him to back straight up. Muay Thai fighters tend to do that. They tend to go straight forward or backward.
Slip by Ford. Ryan Ford has an outstanding fighting pedigree. His dad, Al Ford, an outstanding pro boxer, won 55 pro fights. And he fought one of our all-time favorites, Aaron Pryor, as well as Ray Mancini. Santos looked like the second coming of Aaron Pryor. Moved to MMA in round 1. Elusive and hard-hitting.
If Aaron Pryor could kick. Oh,
Big knee. I was talking about the tenacity.
I know you were. If I don't give you a hard time, I feel like I've wasted an evening. Nice knees. Ford now turning it on. I like the fact that he's making adjustments.
Body lock held by Ford, then lets it go.
He spent all that first round playing the outside, and he ate some kicks. Now he's trying to make it an inside fight. Oh, good knee!
Big knee by Ford. Now he's thinking about a finish, and there's the stoppage. A come from behind TKO win for Ryan Ford.
That is a big-time comeback. Nailed Santos with the knee, then followed up with some ground and pound. Beautiful comeback in front of the home crowd. Man.
And this Canadian crowd exploding for one of their own.
I like what I saw. Adjustments. He was playing the outside. He was losing. He got aggressive in that second round, made it about the inside game, and won the fight. See if we can get a look at it here. Up against the fence. Wow. Right knee, right on the temple. Man, beautiful shot. He is still on the ground. Bang! Right knee right on the temple. Rick Hahn is in the crowd tonight. Look at his reaction. He is thrilled with his teammate, Ryan Ford, both from train out of TriStar.
My son RJ, my wife, my family at home.
Man, beautiful finish.
124, the time of the second round TKO. That is a come from behind victory. The World MMA Awards don't yet give a come from behind award. If they did, that would be a candidate. Santos looking outstanding in round number 1, and Ford coming back, the knee to set up the TKO win, 124 of round 2. Ryan Ford told Jimmy and me, the key is to always initiate, be first, don't be a counter striker. He was forced to be a counter striker and really a defensive fighter in round 1. He got off first with the knee strikes and wound up winning the fight in round 2. And as you see, an elated Ryan Ford. Ryan Ford now 18-4, 17 victories by way of finish. Has a nasty mouse in the left eyelid, and he does not care. Luis Santos coming in so focused, trying to avoid back-to-back losses. Santos last fought October 2011 in the semifinal round of the Season 5 Bellator welterweight tournament, submitted in the third round by Ben Saunders. Santos determined in this fight, felt that he had things going his way, but that vicious knee by Ryan Ford absolutely turned the momentum and won Ford the fight as he finished with the ground and pound. A great start to our television broadcast in Bellator 67. Luis Santos versus that man Ryan Ford had the ingredients to be an outstanding and explosive welterweight fight, and indeed that's what we got. Santos was dominant in round number 1. But in round number 2, Ford turned the fight with that knee and then finished with the ground and pound. Did you see the stoppage from referee Yves Levine and an elated Ryan Ford in the come from behind victory? Here's Michael Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, inside the Bellator cage, referee Yves Levine steps in, calling a halt to this contest. The official time, 1 minute 24 seconds. Into round number 2, the winner by TKO, Ryan, the real deal Ford.
Ryan Ford is with Jimmy Smith.
I'm here with your winner, Ryan Ford. Ryan, how does it feel to make this kind of Bellator debut in front of the hometown fans?
Man, I don't even know what to say. I'm just so damn excited, man. I want to thank all the fans out here for the support. You know, I want to thank Bjorn Remby for giving me this opportunity to come and fight for Bellator. And you know me, man, I'm going to keep it G'd up while I'm here.
Now, talk us through the end of that fight. First round did not go your way. What were you thinking coming out for that second round?
Yeah, I knew the second round I was going to put it on him a little bit more. You know, the first round wasn't the best round. I was just trying to feel him out. You know, he's a southpaw. I never dealt with a southpaw before. So, you know, the first round, it was the first round, but 3-round fight, and I finished it in the second.
Well, let me be the first to welcome you to the Bellator welterweight division. Your winner, Ryan Ford.
This sold-out Canadian crowd exploding for the Edmonton, Alberta fighter Ryan Ford.